Smiley shot this shit.
Smiley and Memoriiies Media.
Shout out to Memoriiies Never Die. Y'all already know.
Shout out to Smiley and Memoriiies Media.
Shout out to my boy Smiley, man. Y'all already know.
How y'all doing today? This is Memoriiies Media podcast with your boy Greg Smiley. We got a very special guest in the building with us today. Kevontae, how you doing, Will?
Doing pretty good, alive and well. How are you, my boy?
I'm doing good. So I just want the people to know, like, where you from? Tell the people where you from.
I am from the big 229. No, I'm just playing, but I'm from 229. A lot of people automatically think about Albany, Georgia when they hear 229, but I'm actually from like 45 minutes south of Albany, Colquitt, Georgia, Miller County. Is where I'm from. It's a very small, very, very small dot on the on the map. Like we were super small. We got one individual stoplight in my whole hometown. So I'm from a very small hometown.
So how was like growing up there?
A lot of racial inequalities for sure. Lots of racial profiling for sure.
So it's more white people than
black
people?
Yes, definitely. Okay. It's definitely black and white. If you're not doing agriculture, then you're not doing anything productive for real. Our high school sports is really like the life of the hometown, like the cliche small hometown like imagery that you could think of, very country. We have drive your tractor to school day for homecoming. Yeah. Where we drive like actual John Deere tractors to school for homecoming. Like that's our homecoming tradition. Camouflage is country, daily essentials. Country. Mud bogging, four-wheelers, raccoon and possum for dinner, supper, all that.
Sounds like you grew up next to Shannon and Sharpe.
Literally in the backwoods for sure.
Nah, but how did being in that small town, how did that get you on the hosting and influencing?
Being a little small town, local celebrity type vibe, I was hosting little parties in my hometown and in the surrounding area. Yeah, not on the mic though. That's what was crazy though. But back then, it was just me pulling up and being turned. I would just pull up to the parties and I would just be, you know what I'm saying, life of the party lit. But that's kind of what kick-started it. But being the partying and everything, in the South, that's embedded in you time you learn how to walk. Yeah. You know how to party. Like I've been partying in clubs and stuff since I was like 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? Like at a very young age, correct. My best friend, dad owned a club in my hometown. So we was always able to go into the club whenever we weren't supposed to be in the club. And then, it was in our culture. It's honestly in our culture to be partying and outside celebrating as black people together at a very, very young age. Like bonfires, cookouts, block parties, the black people. We have a very, very close-knit community.
You brought that out here.
You can tell. As you can tell, I'm not gonna lie, definitely kind of brought a little piece of that to me. Yeah, but Mrs. Savannah stayed for sure.
Yeah. So if you look on your social media, you travel a lot.
I do.
So how did being in a small town make you want to go travel a lot?
My uncle, he got drafted into the NFL in like 2002, I believe, with the Oakland Raiders. Got drafted to the NFL, Super Bowl, whole 9 yards. But anyway, with him getting drafted to the NFL, it opened us the doors for me to be able to travel to California. So I went to California for like every summer, every Christmas break. I would always go to California. And then during my time in California, my uncle would take me to Disney World, LA, Vegas. Like that was the yearly type of thing. So I got introduced to travel at an early age through him. With my love of airplanes, all that kind of came from being able to go and travel to visit my uncle. Yeah. And then as I got older, I wanted to be doing this whole traveling influencing. That became like a whole lane for me out of nowhere, where I basically was creating like this high quality content in these different locations, out of country, in country. That started COVID year is what really, that's really what kicked it off for me. I'm not gonna lie, COVID year was a very bad year. Like that was bad for the world. But for Kevontae, I locked in and I felt like I elevated my whole life that whole year. I started my traveling, influencing my life even in more of my event planning and hostings. That COVID year is what really did it. I did my first big solo trip to New York that year. It was a lot. That's when I started solo traveling even more. And then again, the content that I was making was getting high engagement to the point where it was getting noticed by big brands and big travel pages and tourism boards and companies and excursions, to the point where they was actually reaching out, wanting to collaborate and do partnerships and things of that nature. So it became, I started getting paid to travel and features to travel and it happened over time. It definitely gradually happened over time for sure.
So you took all your skills from traveling and growing up in a small town and you started creating organizations.
I did. I created my own organization.
One of them is certified members only.
Yes,
CMO.
yes.
Can you talk about that? How did that come about?
CMO, big CMO, big CMO, never the little one. So basically, CMO, that came about around my senior year of getting ready to graduate in 2021. I knew it was my last year being at Savannah University. I had done a lot, completed a lot here at Savannah University, and I was getting ready to want to give back. I just didn't know how I wanted to give back. I'd always been asked how I do so many type of things, so I was like, I wanted to actually be a vessel and be a bridge and tool to kind of help other people reach their full potential, and no matter what it is that they're trying to do. Because I don't like to be a key holder or a gatekeeper. That's not me. I like to actually share my skills and share my talents to help benefit other people. So then I was like, yeah, I guess I could be a mentor. Posted on my Instagram story. I was like, who would like to come under my wing and learn a few. Yeah, this is before it's I just posted on my Instagram story, like, who would like to come under my wing and learn a few things about event planning or graphic design or being a host or being a better you, whatever it is that you want to do, I'm willing to help you with it. And I received a overwhelming amount of responses, like almost like 200 responses of like people that were interested. And I narrowed it down to like, I narrowed it down to like 8, which was crazy, but I narrowed it down to like 8 people. I think it was like 8 or 6. Yeah, like it was. But I knew I can. I know I want to stretch myself thin when it comes to being a mentor. I think that's like something that is very personable. Like I didn't. In my college years of coming up, I'm not gonna say I didn't have mentors. I felt like as though I had older friends who mentored me here at Savannah University compared to like actually having professional like mentors. My older friends who had already experienced Savannah University and had gotten to places of esteem, accolades here at Savannah University. Those are the kind of people I look at too as mentors, and they kind of help me get to the knowledge of all of I know about Savannah University, and also actually going through this stuff myself and trials and errors and stuff. But that's kind of what kind of a mentor I wanted to be. I wanted to be more of a personal connection and not so much of a professional connection to a point where they can't even express or have vulnerability with me. So yeah, I chop it up with my mentees. We chill, we smoke, we all that, and it's a very, very, very transparent line of communication between me and my mentees. But I narrowed it down to, like I said, at 8. And then the very first meeting that we had together, they were mostly strangers coming into a living room together with me, and we got together, and it all just formulated from that first sit down of how we was getting ready to stand on business and what we was getting ready to actually go about doing within our university and also within ourselves. Branding, emphasis on the branding. Like, if you're gonna be a celebrity, you gotta know about branding and branding yourself as such, and make sure you have the engagement, the connections with your student body, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, we just hit the ground running for sure.
So with everything in order now, you now have We Outside Weekend. That's coming up.
I do. We Outside
Weekend.
Yeah, so like We Outside Weekend. So that kind of, this isn't my first like We Outside Weekend, I guess you can say.
Whole lineup.
Yeah. But like for this one in particular, I know that we have some events coming up. Gosh, what do we have coming up? I know we have like a day party coming up. We have a beach day coming up. But like We Outside Weekend basically is to help boost the spirits of campus life, making sure everyone is getting out of their dorm rooms, getting outside, basically understanding that you are outside. Like after the COVID year, it definitely impacted the social construct of everyone to the point where face-to-face interactions were completely lost.
How was that when you got back? Was it still people talking with each other?
That's what I'm saying. I got to experience Savannah State prior to COVID, and I got to experience Savannah State after COVID. Prior to COVID, everything was physical, lit, like it was that. Then during COVID, that's kind of when the university couldn't no physical events at all. Like per University System of Georgia, no physical events. And that's kind of when I got into my event planning skills, like heavy. And I put together my own.
Hole in the wall.
That was the year I punched a hole and knocked my whole door down and everything. And had a whole mental breakdown and wrecked my car. Like, yeah, it went crazy that year. But Homecoming with a K is what kicked it off. And that was like that was a power switch from like Cab to Kevontae. And then I joined Cab and then E-board with Cab and yeah. But yeah, the We Outside Weekend, that is a weekend that we kind of planned, I've been planning and doing a bit semester, well, for the student body for a minute now. Let's just get everybody outside. We be in our dorms rooms, especially after the spring semester. Kind of flies by quicker than the fall semester in a sense. We've been locked in with our academics. I know I have for sure. Midterms are already over. It's like after being locked in for so long, it's like, okay, cool, we can go out and have fun now. You ain't gotta worry about it's only a month left of school at this point. So if you ain't got it by this point, the grades is not, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But like, yeah, seriously, it was like a month left of school. So by this time, if you put in the hard work, then you should have time to celebrate as well and get that college experience for sure. So yeah, we definitely have been taking a chill pill with the more lit events this semester. We've been doing more academic and community involved events this semester compared to last semester and the semesters before we were just party. Yeah. This semester we've been doing like a lot of community initiative events, and the student body have definitely peeped that. They're like, West CMO. So they felt the difference for sure when we backed out from the scene.
Okay. So another organization that you was helping out at one point, I don't think you're a part of it no more, is CAB.
Yes, CAB, beat.
Campus Activity Board.
Campus Activities Board. Like I was mentioning, that COVID year 2020, that kind of just did it whenever the student body went from going to CAB events to going to Kevontae K events. Because again, it wasn't homecoming with CAB, it was homecoming with K. So it was literally a whole little dynamic switch where the university couldn't again do physical events and I was doing physical events. So everyone was just coming to my events. I did homecoming with a K, and then I turned around that spring semester and did Freaknik. Freaknik was crazy. That's also the first year that it wasn't an Orange Crush. Also, was that April 2021 year. Yep, I did my Freaknik in place of Orange Crush that year, and it went crazy. And then I did the We Outside weekend. That was the first time I did the We Outside weekend. Was that 21 year. After that, that's when CAB reached out. I got asked to join CAB. I joined CAB. I joined on eBoard and with their PR and marketing, and then I kind of helped as far as making sure that CAB was in a good PR and marketing light as far as graphics, social media, ensuring ticket sales was getting done, and all those other things, especially homecoming. Yeah, I sold out our homecoming for like 2 years straight.
So what would you say the difference was when you was on CAB? I mean, no, I love CAB. It's always beat. It's gonna always be beat. I love CAB. The difference probably would be, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm a big asset to anything that I'm a part of, for sure. And my presence is always known and felt. You're gonna always know, like, oh, Kevontae K help with that. Like you're just gonna be able to tell type vibe. So I think me. And I'm not saying that, like, I love CAB. I usually help out with CAB when it comes down for homecoming and stuff like that, right, nature. So spring semester, let them do what they do. I have my things going on with CMO. I make sure they don't conflict or collide with any of CAB events because it's never a competition type of thing. I don't want it to ever be a competition type of thing. I like CAB. Again, CAB is a school, that's a university-funded organization to make sure that we have student events happening on campus. So you know, obviously, I'm all in support of that for sure. I try to make sure that we don't do anything in conjunction of them to even make sure that we're not colliding and everything of that nature. But the difference is, yeah. Does CMO and CAB have to follow the same university rules?
Technically, CMO ain't gotta follow no rules.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta follow no rules. Technically, CMO is we are the first and the first only unofficial official student organization here at Savannah University. It is the first unofficial official. Y'all probably like, how can you be unofficially official? Yeah. It ain't about what you know, it's about who you know and who knows you. And also to power and respect. So it's like, yeah, we got to follow no rules if we don't want to, for sure. But I mean, we do out of the courtesy of us being university representatives, understanding who we are and our stature. That's me as Kevontae. I never had to follow no rules of the university, but honestly, I had to in order to get my degree and to be a, you know what I'm saying, good citizen of the Savannah State University, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's all about, we follow the same rules in a sense. I think we have the same goals as far as unifying our campus and making sure that our campus is having a great student experience. I think that is the similarities and the goals within CAB and CMO, which is great. You would think that we both are wanting the same thing, but you know, I get it, competition and stuff. Everybody want to compete. I'm not competing with nobody but myself.
Answer this. So there's been some rumors of some students complaining about CAB, about them being notified of events late, and just a following of things that's been going on. Have you ever considered joining back with CAB? I am still a part of CAB. In my head, I'm still a part of CAB. I am still a part of CAB. Have I helped with CAB? No. Have I been to any of the meetings? No. But I'm definitely a part of CAB still. I usually become a big asset with CAB when it comes time to homecoming and selling our tickets for homecoming and making sure people know what's going on for homecoming. AB is homecoming. In between though, like.
But in between, I'm more than willing to help Cab. Always. Again, I was a part of Cab. Cab gave me a platform like no other organization here at Savannah University to help me expand my talents and skills. So I am always here and willing to help Cab for sure. I am. Yeah, I will still go out there. I might go to the event tonight. Having a bucket event tonight. I might actually go. I have nothing against Cab. I was actually going to try to talk to Mr. Smiles. Like, I mean, yeah, I have nothing against Cab. I be trying to help. I be trying to help. I promise. I be trying to help. I don't like competition. I am not a beef-oriented person. I'm more of a solution-based person.
So would you say you're the top host influencer?
Top 5 HBCU hosts in the nation.
Oh, the nation?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I had limited this event. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. We love Savannah State though. That's why I represent. I did it for Savannah State. You know what I'm saying? We put Savannah State on the map with that. Top 5 HBCUs in the nation. That's out of all of the HBCUs in the United States nation. Put Savannah State in that mix. Shout out to y'all for doing that. You know what I'm saying? It takes a community, it takes a network for sure. Yeah, but I do consider myself the top here at Savannah State for sure. Ski.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So answer me this: Are you in any fraternities?
I'm so weak. I'm not gonna lie. I get that a lot though. That's crazy. I get that a lot. I really do get that a lot. Do I give fraternity? I give I give that for sure. Which one you think?
Probably band.
Band fraternity?
Yeah.
I can definitely see KK I would eat that up for sure. I would definitely eat that up.
That's no. That's the longest no I done heard. Listen.
No, I would eat that up for sure. Nah, but I've given it some thought for sure. I love our Greek life. I just have matured, and I've always peeped with Greek life, especially like undergraduate Greek life. A lot of them do it for like the lights and the cameras and the actions and stuff like that, and the cloud and stuff. And I never needed it for any of that. I walk into the building and get lights put on me just for being myself. I don't have to like throw up a hand sign or do it.
So answer me this: What is the importance of fraternity and sorority life at HBCU?
I definitely think it's very important. Definitely think it's very imperative to HBCU culture. The D9 in general was kind of even implemented into HBCUs for the protection of our education, to enrichment of our education, because we was not supposed to be even having the equal right to get an education compared to the white people. So the D9 is actually in place to actually protect and uphold the university's basically guidelines and standards. Again, the cloud, I think, is what deteriorates a lot of the D9 because they get into it for the wrong reasons and not other origin reasons. And then it becomes a competition. Everything becomes a competition. Everything's gonna be very I'm better than y'all. We running the yard. We about to whoop. Niggas get to fighting and shit. It'd be a lot. Bitches get to fighting and shit. It'd be a lot. And again, it's like that's not what y'all supposed to be doing. Y'all is supposed to be enriching the university life and also representing your organization, but also like the D9 unity. I think is yeah. I'm more about the unity. I love them all. I love our D9.
So answer me this: what's the difference between Greek life and HBCUs versus PWI schools?
The historical black part. Yeah, historical black. I want to say we did. I'm not gonna lie. We are usually the origin of a lot of things. I would not put it past us for starting Greek life, especially again. I know that it was implemented for I know about it, but I don't know. But you know, they be like, you know about if you really want to just like. If you want to go into like the woke mindset of it all, about how it's traced back to Greek mythology and all that good stuff, and Athena and all that good stuff. But overall, I like to just think of it in the broad spectrum of what like actually happened in the history books. And from the history books, they say that it was founded usually in like the early like 19 or 18. It depends on which one it is, obviously. But again, to overall protect and enrich whatever university it was in, and overall the black community, our future and our education, like that usually what the D9 was implemented for. So I don't know. I don't think the white people started that. Because what are y'all protecting? It's already a given right for y'all to even have an education, which is why the D9 kind of was needed, because we need someone to protect and also provide an opportunity for us to even get an education, which the white people already had opportunity given to them. So I would say that the black people definitely started the D9 first and the Greek life first, for sure. It's definitely black founded and started, and for sure, yeah.
I can do it. So the last topic I want to talk to you about is Orange Crush.
The historic Savannah State holiday.
So first and foremost, what are your thoughts on Orange Crush?
Being that I know the history of Orange Crush, and I know like the origin of Orange Crush, I love Orange Crush. But again, that's because I know the history of Orange Crush. I know it's not just the beach turning up and we just out there on the beach rocking and lit and stuff. Like, I actually understand the
Can you give us like a quick?
the year was 1889 or either 1989. One of the two. I be getting the numbers mixed up sometimes. Anyway, the president at that time, his name was, I think it was Rayburn. He had a 5-year plan to boost our retention and recruitment for the Savannah University. During this time, his 5-year phase actually did the opposite. It actually put us in the record lowest that we've ever been as far as admissions. I think we had at least like a 1,200 to 1,500 students enrolled in totality here at Savannah University. Again, at least 1,000, 1,500 students is not many to be having for an entire university. During these 5 years, of course, the University Citizens of Georgia was keeping these numbers decreasing, as well as the student body as well. And they was getting ready to close the university gates, actually. The student body at that time, the SGA president got together with the National Alumni president, and they called for the resignment of the president of the university. They got him out of office, and then went a whole year without a president. During that year without us having a president, the SGA got together, and they formulated a whole week of events to basically help boost our morale and our recruitment for Savannah University. They invited other surrounding HBCUs, as well as high school seniors, et cetera, and they used it as a recruitment tactic. It was not just the beach day party on the weekend, it was actually a whole week of events, from a talent show to a Greek step show to a cookout. And again, recruitment was very heavily implemented within the week. So I think it was a tour of the university actually having all that stuff too. But yeah, over time, obviously the people that started, graduated, went upon their life, and as they go upon their life, they started a legacy that they didn't even know they started. They got families and kids now, so they can't come back to Orange Crush and keep it going every year. Again, that's when you kind of have the student body, it's up to them. But of course, you have promoters from the city of Savannah, you have promoters from Atlanta, you have promoters from Jacksonville, you got promoters from all over that sees this annual event, how it draws a large crowd. And they got bigger, and they got bigger. And then Freaknik, actually, the original Freaknik in Atlanta, it ended in like, what, 1999, 2000, around that time. And that's kind of when the switch happened. Again, switch, boom. We can't go to Freaknik, we come into Tybee Island. All of that energy got to Tybee Island.
Oh, this is happening at the same time. Like,
Freaknik started in like 1980.
Not the year, I'm talking about like the same time of the year. Mm-hmm. So Freaknik is usually in like March, April-ish.
Around that same time, in that area, around the summertime, March, April, it's getting hot around that time, yeah. So like, again, Freaknik got canceled, there is no more Freaknik. Orange Crush is already an annual type of event that's happening in Savannah. The promotion of Orange Crush went from educational HBCU to the Freaknik aesthetic. The flyers, the promotion of the parties, everything just gave Freaknik vibes. So Orange Crush became the new Freaknik for a very long time, especially during that early 2000s era, all the way up to like 2017, 2018, 2019. That was like the last real deal Freaknik. Like 2019 was the last real deal Freaknik. Like that was the last real deal Freaknik. Orange Crush, my bad. But yeah, after that, COVID year happened, and it was like, yeah, can't nobody doing any type of physical events, and that's why I did my Freaknik for Orange Crush. In place of Orange Crush for that year of 2021, at the COVID year.
So after that, we can agree that Orange Crush was kind of getting a little wild.
Yeah, it became the new Freaknik. After Freaknik got canceled in Atlanta to the point where the city like completely banned it in them early 2000s year, all of that energy came to Savannah and to Tybee Island for the biggest black beach bash in Georgia.
Now,
basically.
Orange Crush is getting
Orange Crush.
Wild.
He got wild completely. And I mean, who is it to blame besides, I guess, the promoters and just students? I had to put it on us, but us too. Us and the promoters of Orange Crush.
So is it more us or more outsiders coming from out of town doing crazy stuff?
When it comes to doing the actual crazy stuff at the event, I guess you would say it's the out-of-towners, but when it comes down to the promotion of the events, again, it's already giving that the flyers give Freaknik vibes, they give Wet and Wild vibes, they give X-rated, explicit vibes. So those are the vibes that you're promoting. Those are the vibes that you are inviting to come to your event. So yeah. I mean, and that's on all parts, from the Savannah part as well as Atlanta, Jacksonville. Like that's everybody's part that is being played into Orange Crush. If you go to any of their flyers, it's gonna give you something explicit on it for sure. Probably gonna have some girls on their bikinis, and it's probably gonna give you Greeks and freaks, and you know, it's gonna give you very freaky vibes. Like that's usually what how they promote Orange Crush. So if you promote that energy, how can you not expect people to come and get buck wild and probably fight? And you know, yeah. It's what you promote, it's what you put out. So
with that happening, a bill has been sent to the governor from Tybee.
Speaking of, they know me.
Who?
All of them. The governor of Tybee.
Did they hit you up about it?
In the past, I've gotten a personal letter sent out in Savannah. Like, again, that's when I did my freak meet. Tybee sent out a letterhead to the entire city of Tybee and Savannah. In response to it. And then also too, when I did my homecoming with a K, the Mayor Von Johnson, he sent out a letterhead to the entire city of Savannah telling them not to do events with me. So yeah, they all know me. Yeah. They all know Kevontae K. The governors, the mayors. They be calling the university like, who is Kevontae and why is he representing Savannah State and having a big, it'd be. Yeah, I'm laughing, but it'd be crazy.
I hope you don't get caught up in this part.
Oh no, I'm not. I figured out to do stuff, and that's why I'm like, I ain't got time.
Tybee sent a bill to the governor to hold promoters responsible for any damage done to the beaches. Or whatever. But I don't think they understand that the folks not really there under the promoters. They just there off of Orange Crush is April 19th.
The promoters are promoting to go to Tybee Alley on a specific day, for sure. It's on the flyers.
But do you think they were going to go regardless?
Of course, but first, I mean, of course they're going to go regardless, but it's like, if you know they're going to go regardless, why are you promoting it? Yeah. You want to have ownership of what's happening there, right? That's why you promote it, to say that you did it. I did this. I have ownership on it. I'm like, I am the creator. In actuality, it's been happening for years.
Hold on.
Like, it's
hold on.
Is that shady? It's the truth.
I seen somebody has the trademark for Orange Crush.
Oh yeah, I mean you can trademark her name all day long.
Well, Orange Crush Festival, I think that was the part.
Yeah, shout out to Mikey.
Yeah. So does he really? Yeah. Is that really a thing, or did he just trademark it first?
Again, he's gonna be a part of my docu-series that I'm doing. I'm doing a 3-part docu-series over the history, the origin, and the transition of Orange Crush. And I actually reached out to him to be able to be a part of it because when I first came in 2017, probably Mikey and George, all of them, they had it rocking with Orange Crush stuff. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? He picked up a tradition that was already started, and you kept it alive. Are you on? Yeah, I can definitely. I can see why you would feel as a certain level of ownership is owed to you because you continue the tradition that could have been dead and died if it wasn't for you. But at the end of the day, you can't say that you curated or founded it because obviously the curators and founders are the people that actually started it in the first place. When it comes down to being the founder of the festival, I guess it's him trying to formalize it in a sense, which has not been done in the past. From my knowledge, and usually when it is done, it's always kind of gotten denied or declined any permits because the city already know what's going on. So it's like they're not going to approve nothing for that. They already know what type of energy is housing. So it's like, yeah. But as far as the trademark and the ownership of Orange Crush, I gotta give it to the founders. Like, yeah, I would give that to the founders of SGA of that year that started Orange Crush, that actually saved the university and actually did it for the right reasons and stuff like that. Yeah. But anybody can claim the name. That's why we don't ever know who is the owner of Orange Crush because you can literally just create a flyer and a logo and say Orange Crush. Woo. Yeah. Compared to the founders, they don't care about none of this. They is literally living their lives. He's alive and well. He got him a little garden. He don't be knowing nothing about what's going on when it comes to Orange Crush no more. Like, yeah, it's hilarious actually.
With rules coming in for Orange Crush, what's the difference between Orange Crush weekend and St. Patrick's Day weekend?
St. Patrick's Day weekend is put on by the city of Savannah in a very organized and professional manner. It's chaotic, but it's a chaotic, organized mess. They know that the folks want to come and turn up and get lit and rock out. That's why they have cleanup services prepared for the 7 a.m. the next morning. They come and clean up the mess that was already prepared to give economic growth to the city. Yeah, niggas travel all over the world to come to Savannah for St. Patrick's. Like, that is literally that's a tourist, we are a tourist attraction for it. I don't think people understand how historic Savannah is when it comes to St. Patrick's. Like, people really travel to come to St. Patrick's Day from Savannah. So if you compare like the I'm not trying to pull. Like, I watch a pretty documentary, so I kind of get a POV of like the economic standpoint of it all. Like, I don't know, it's not being very economically impactful to the city compared to the damages compared to St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day is an organized economic business. Orange Crush is certain people are making money because they are promoting and having club events.
So is there any way you can organize Orange Crush?
Yeah, I think it can be done for sure.
So hold on, why have you thought about organizing Orange Crush?
Who said I haven't? Coming soon. Yeah, but when you're working with something of that big of a magnitude.
What it is right now, can you organize that?
Again, when you're working with something that big of a magnitude though, it takes time. So it's like, I've been working on a plan to work. I actually have a plan of how it could be organized into the T and X, Y, and Z. It's been done now for at least like a year and a half. Now it's all about me executing it. And me getting the contract signed, me getting the correct X, Y, and Z. But it can definitely be done. I know how it could be done. I've been here since 2017, so I know the traditions. Cycle. History repeats itself. And if you pay attention to history, you can learn how to break certain cycles. So it's like, yeah, I know loopholes and all types of okay, stop playing. But yeah, it can be done. It's going to be done, actually. Give me another little year or two. It'll be done the right way, correct way, and you will know it's a Kevontae experience. That's the difference. They'll be knowing when it's a Kevontae experience, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't do nothing half-assed. We gotta do it very right and certified.
So I just want to thank you for coming out and doing the interview. You feel me?
Thank you for having me. I love doing interviews and podcasts and all that good shit. I love that. Get my POP.
So my last question to you before I let you go is, can you be successful in Savannah?
Yeah, you can. That's a good question. I feel as though you really can. I feel as though Savannah has so much potential to be this like black economic wealthland that we already are. Because when I first got to Savannah University, I'd never seen so many black people in power. What? We are real business owners just like here. We are real economic people here. We are real like business savvy here in Savannah. So it's like compared to my hometown, I was able to get that experience while also still getting a sense of Southern hospitality in a sense. Compared to Atlanta, well, I love Atlanta, don't get me wrong. Love Atlanta as far as the opportunity that is brought for so many black people. But me personally, I can see myself doing great things in Atlanta too, but it's like, Atlanta is okay without Kevontae. I can see myself being more impactful here in Savannah as far as like impact. Like I want to actually have impact. I'm actually working with the recruitment and retention of our university now to go back and take some of that recruitment back to my hometown because I never had anyone talk to me about HBCU when I was in high school. Yeah. So to be able to actually potentially provide free education for my nieces and my nephews while also educating my hometown and surrounding counties about HBCUs and the opportunity to even go and continue their education at a historical black college. While also potentially opening up my own housing complex for low-income college students, while also opening up my own events place as concert venue. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I have a very long-term plan of economic wealth and growth here in Savannah for myself and everyone attached to me, for sure. Ski! Yes, no cap. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to sound cocky and nothing like that. But I came here, I left my mark here. Like, people know me in Savannah. You can say my name anywhere else, but I know if you say my name here on this campus, and if you say my name here in Savannah, they're gonna know who Kevontae Kelly is. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to run Atlanta. I'm not trying to run Atlanta.
I got one more
I'm running Savannah.
One more question before I let you go, because I just thought about it. Why did Shannon Sharpe like Savannah State so much?
Wait, why he what now?
Why does he love Savannah State so much?
Because he make him look good. What? We are his culture. We give him that. Come on now, like, yeah, he know what's going on. It's the HBCU community that comes with being a representation of HBCU.
Like 30 years ago, he still talk about it. Like,
correct. Because again, it's a legacy. He understands a legacy that he's an implement. Like when you impact people to the point where you impact their life, to make certain life decisions, to make certain life goals, that is an impact. You have left a legacy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't ignore that legacy. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have so many people here that are rooting for you and that actually kind of know you or know your story of what you did. You're kind of an example of if he did it, I can do it too. Yeah, which goes into the overall motto of you can get anywhere from here. We make him look good, but he makes us look good also. It's a mutual beneficial type of thing. For sure. So it's like, I think that's really it. I ain't gonna lie though, when I met him and I tried to give him my tapestry, when he came out here for his little first take interview, whatever like that. I ain't gonna get into it. Never mind. I ain't gonna get into it. Shout Sharpe. Go watch the video.
What happened?
Nah, because again, I'm locked in with the university and the marketing and all that good stuff. So it's like I'm always trying to put us in a positive light. Like if Savannah State is not getting posted in a positive light to the point where it's gonna give us some great positive engagement and some good notoriety and fame, I'm really not really with it for real. So it's like, anyway, with Shannon Sharpe coming out here, I understood how impactful it would have been for this young Savannah State protege celebrity to be meeting the original Savannah State celebrity. And that, I'm sorry, Nudie had no issues with putting a tapestry on, doing a whole one-on-one interview with me, in correspondence with the university. So it's like, I don't know. I know that I think they presented that same offer with Shannon Sharpe. I'm not. Yeah, it got presented to him. He just was busy that day. I think it was a lot going on that day. So that's why I'm gonna take it back. Maybe he was just busy that day. I don't know. I don't know. Shannon Sharpe, if you see this, hit me up. Cause we got, I don't know. I gave him the tapestry though. I had to put it through the window of his truck. He still ain't wore it yet though, so. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see.
Well, thank you, Mr. Kevontae K, for doing the podcast. Very informative. I was not expecting to get that much information.
Oh yeah, I be with it. I told you, I'm a very open book. I am very transparent about everything that I have going on and I'm doing. I feel like that's how you connect with people, by being transparent. I'm a very relatable person. As I got out of this like notoriety with Savannah State and doing all these things and meeting the different celebrities and stuff, like I don't even be. There is no starstruck with me with these celebrities no more, unless you're Beyonce. That's the only bitch I'm starstruck for. But like, again, becoming one of those celebrities. Like again, I don't even view y'all as celebrities. I'm one of y'all. I see y'all. We see each other. Like when I see you, I'm seeing you. You see me. Like I don't even be like nervous and none of that because again, I view myself as the exact. I'm a celebrity too. A-lister. What's up? But again, with that comes like detachment of humanity. I guess. Like whenever I be out and about, people just stare and not speak, which is crazy. I feel like I got famous. If I was famous, I was friendly K. I would just speak to any and everybody, which I still do. So, yeah, I don't know. That'd be weird to me. Like, just speak. Just speak. I am a human. I'm a regular person. Like, I'm a celebrity, but I'm not no celebrity for real, man. I'm a regular person. Like, be for real.
We appreciate it. You've been the Memoriiies Media Podcast with your boy Greg Smiley. Thank y'all for tuning in.